Hi, I'm Reverend Al Sharpton. You're watching Reelblack TV.
Lights, camera, action, it's on. New black film revolution born. Movers, shakers, big and little filmmakers. Let's make a movie today, see where it take us. Halle Berry, Denzel, and Jamie. Terrence Howard, Mike D, and Spike Lee. Brand new filmmaker born every day. Put a camera in his hand and let him lead the way. Let me get an Oscar.
Hi, I'm Big Sis, and you're watching Reelblack.
Quelles sont tes idées politiques quant aux problèmes et aux relations blanc-noir aux États-Unis?
Je ne discute pas de ça. Reelblack, ça explique assez clair. Mon politique, c'est de gagner. Ça, c'est mon politique.
Reelblack set a tone where people were really considering, well, maybe you can beat the man.
For Melvin to come when he did and show a film where we were the victor, that's monumental.
There's a fear of blackness, and Melvin saw blackness emerging as a commercial aspect of popular culture.
At some point in life, my dad threw the rule book out. He said, I'm gonna do what I wanna do.
Tonight, Melvin's going to tackle, well, he's going to be talking about, I'm going to let you figure it out.
I have the housing solution. Here goes. Hookers and the homeless. The homeless needs beds, right? A bed is not much when you've got one, everything when you don't. Every hooker should be assigned a homeless person who gets the mattress when she's not using it.
If I don't see it, then I do it myself. That's what happened with the film, with music, writing. I didn't see the type of things I wanted to see, so I did it myself.
Loud, car.
It's a nightmare. That's what it is, old buddy. Nightmare.
Remember, How to Eat Your Watermelon in White Company is available now on DVD through Home Vision Entertainment.
All right, so we're here at North by Northwest with Victoria Rowell. Everybody who's had a TV set for at least the last 15 years or so have seen you.
Either on daytime or prime time.
So, Diagnosis Murder.
That's right.
Young and the Restless Drusilla.
Young and the Restless for 13. Yep, Drew just slipped off the cliff, but she slipped off the cliff and now she's in Philly.
So what brings you here?
I'm on a national book tour for my memoir, which is on the New York Times bestseller list. It's called The Women Who Raised Me, and it's about my foster care odyssey and beyond. I take it right up to present day.
A lot of people might not be aware that you spent 18 years?
Yes, I spent 18 years in foster care. But this book is not only about foster care, it's about the transformational power of positive mentoring and also teaching people not to be victims in situations, to try to extract the light even in the darkness.
That's fantastic. Is there a message that you would convey out to people as far as giving them hope?
Well, I think that you have to hold on to your fire. You have to hold on to your goals. I'm not even going to call them dreams, but hold on to your goals. You can log on, if you want, to VictoriaRowell.com, and we can interact that way. There's lots of good information, and I also links to my charity. So thank you very much.
It's fantastic. Just one more question. You've had an incredible life.
Yes, I have.
Is there one moment of breakthrough where you just felt, like, this is really happening. It's amazing to be me?
You know, that's a great question because I'm still doing that. I'm still amazed at my life because I realize it's not just my life. My life belongs to many, many other people, either people who helped me get here today or people who depend on this message. So I'm still getting there. It's amazing. It's an amazing journey. Thank you for recognizing that, and every day is a blessing.
Thank you so much. And there's plenty more to come. VictoriaRowell.com. If you were not here at this book signing, you can get
you
signed
missed it.
books.
We have fun, but you can still get signed books on VictoriaRowell.com and all your major and small bookstores in between. And thank you.
Okay, and before we turn the camera off, I've got to give you this. This is our Huggy Bear.
Oh, nice.
We get Halle Berry has one. Oh, cute. And now you have one. And
Hi, this is Victoria Rowell, and you're watching Real Black.
I'm sure you're probably asking yourself right now, what exactly is Reelblack? Reelblack is a Philadelphia-based production company dedicated to promoting African American film. In addition to this show, we also host 2 film screenings per month here in the city. You can check out our website to join our mailing list or look for our full-page ad each month and rolling out weekly. Here's a clip from one of our upcoming shows.
This is the Nighthawk Show, rocking your radio on the sounds of soul.
At a radio station in a time of change.
There's always been a station of the people. We can't become the establishment or they'll turn on us.
One man who had something to prove.
You think you can turn us around?
Yes, sir, I do.
Found what he was looking for in the most unlikely place.
You see, I've always had a special gift. P.O.P. Pissed off people. Sometimes I feel like I should have a Ph.D. in P.O.P.
This is the cat that I've been writing you about.
Your brother said y'all need a new DJ at that radio station. Hey, I'm your man.
You're in prison.
It's a minor challenge.
May I help you?
Tell your boss that Petey Green's on the scene. What is going on out here? You promised me a job as soon as I got out the joint.
Oh my God, he's a convict. Ex-convict.
Wake up, damn it. Petey Green's on the scene.
Now,
I'm a recovering alcoholic, been sober 5 hours.
Oh no.
Some of my best friends is pimps, whores.
Open this door! You're both in trouble!
2 men will break all the rules.
I've been trying to call the police, but all our lines have been flooded.
Are these listener calls?
Electrify a city.
Good evening, Washington. My guest tonight is a pimp that I wouldn't trust to wash my car, but y'all done elected him city official.
And shock a nation.
Petey Green goes to the White House and steals some silverware. Now, come on, that don't make no sense. I ain't that crazy.
This summer,
you are doing the Tonight Show.
Discover the extraordinary story of an outrageous voice.
He doesn't want to be here.
Did you see him? Really? Where have you been?
I was being real, Dewey.
You may have just cost me my FCC license.
The whole world was yours.
That ain't me. It's a dark day in America. I know you're hurting. I want y'all to just go take a look out your window. That's your city.
You can say the things that I'm afraid to say. I guess I do the things you're afraid to do.
You put that on a green card.
Academy Award nominee Don Cheadle, Inside Man's Chiwetel Ejiofor, Cedric the Entertainer, Hustle and Flow's Taraji P. Henson, and Martin Sheen.
You ready to shake up the world, Radio Man?
Talk to me.
Good night, John. Good night, John.
I don't talk like that.
Walk off in it. Yeah, you talk exactly like that. And you walk like you got a stick broke off in your...
Be sure to check out our website so you can find out how to win this DVD. JOHN CARLUCCIO is another Brooklyn-based filmmaker who documents African American culture. His feature-length documentary, Battle Sounds, was one of the first films to explore the art of turntablism and was showcased at the famed Whitney Museum's Biennial in 1997.
I think what it is the competition in the battles is what kept hip-hop alive, because that competitive edge making one DJ want to be better than the next DJ, or, you know, it catapulted it into a challenging stage, which kept everybody on their toes.
Now he creates work for Current TV. He met with our homegirl Shivani at the Brooklyn Promenade to discuss his craft and career.
Hi, I'm here with JOHN CARLUCCIO, a Brooklyn-based filmmaker. How would you best describe what you do?
I guess I just try to do things that can inspire people, or that have inspired me. I just try to point out things that maybe people didn't see, you know? Just because mainstream media has said this is what's cool or this is what it is, look again. I mean, one of my big things that keeps me motivated is like always taking a second look. Like always, like you walk past something and then just take another look.
I don't know. I think it looks like a submarine to me, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a figment of my imagination, perhaps.
I saw one in my neighborhood where somebody had outlined the street lamp where the shadow had been, and I actually thought it was the shadow at first. It kind of caught me. It felt like the sun had gone down, so it didn't seem reasonable that there'd be a shadow, and it made me look twice.
My background is in architecture. I studied architecture. I worked as an architect for a short time, and I found that like the way you approach architecture is you like look at a location or a site, and then you kind of react to that. You also react to clients' needs and stuff like that. But for me, I find that the idea of like reacting to something else and having certain limitations put on me, like if it's a documentary, like location, sound, lighting, whatever it is, being able to bounce off these kind of limitations gives me the opportunity to kind of come up with these creative choices. The process of making hip hop is a very do-it-yourself kind of process. And I think that part of it inspired me, you know, like just the way DJs would make pause tapes or just create music from something else, that collage type of thing, or even marketing yourself, you know, that kind of self-empowerment, it was, you know, very inspirational to me as I was starting to develop myself as an artist and filmmaker, and even as an architect. It was something that I was drawn to.
So what are you guys in town for?
Dynamic Producer Convention. It's the 5th year. I came last year actually. This is their first year coming to New York, and it's just a great experience. Love New York. The industry's right here, so we're just out here grinding, trying to make it happen.
I didn't sleep the day before because I was burning CDs and burning labels and trying to duplicate. I don't have a duplicator, so I had to do one by one. And I'm still running out of CDs because, you know, you networking, you're giving CDs away.
Your network is your net worth, period.
Right.
If I know 10,000, I can get 10,000 in 10 minutes.
Why should other people set the rules, you know what I mean? And I know also, when I was in architecture school, I remember I took some class and the teacher was talking about architecture history and all that, and a Public Enemy song was played in some car that went by, and I heard the sirens of that song, and I was like, why aren't we talking about this? You know what I mean? This is happening right now, and we're gonna have to wait, what, 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is, you have to wait a period of time before it's in a book, before we can officially appreciate it. And I was like, I'm appreciating this now, why can't we talk about this now? Especially while these people are still alive. I mean, I look at the history of jazz, and a guy like Robert Johnson, there's only like 2 photos of him in existence. And he's the guitarist that Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page and all these guitarists just look up to. So I'm like,
Let's celebrate life.
Yeah, while they're around, let's point to this, and also don't let other people dictate their story. Most of my own work has been revolved around like either, let's say, DJ world or graffiti world. I've done some little projects that are kind of these multimedia things where it's like live DJs with kung fu movies, which is called Hop Fu. Things right now, though, I've been doing a lot of short pieces for a network called Current. For a long time, I've wanted to do like these short little films about things that interest me. And this network came around, and a friend of mine who works with the network told me about it, and I was like, this is maybe the right thing. I could do some short films. Maybe I won't get paid that well the first time around, but I can get stuff on my reel, and then maybe the next time around get paid a little better. And also give me a little bit more freedom. I could step to someone and say, hey, I'm doing this for a network, as opposed to like, I'm doing this for like, I don't know, maybe it'll show up somewhere, a DVD thing, or I'm gonna pitch it to someone or whatever. Which is cool because they allow me to do things that are like that I'm interested in. It's not like really like an assignment thing. Like I'll say, hey, I want to do a thing about this group called Anti-Ballast. They do Afrobeat music, and they're like, oh, cool, we'll take it. We like something like that. So there's something really interesting about it. I'm like, but I don't necessarily want to make a whole film about it. So I'm like, maybe I'll just do this little piece and that's it. Maybe I only need 7 minutes to tell a story about something that is really intriguing. I mean, if it went somewhere else, I'd love to make a big film about it, but sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just a little something, and then I can move on to the next story, and then I feel like I accomplished something. Because so many times in documentaries, it's like, it's this
Years
massive,
in the making.
Yeah, it's this hill that you gotta like keep climbing up, and here it's like I can go start to finish the end, you know, and then go on to the next one, not feel like I have all this like unfinished thought. It also, you know, allows me to like do 1 or 2 a month, and then if I can do that, and then at the same time work on my own projects. So that way I can be working on a big project and do these little things that are very, you know, meaningful as well.
Well, I came down because Gordon Parks is my hero. In no uncertain terms, from his photography, the filmmaking.
He was, to me, like the Jackie Robinson of photography, as far as, you know, because he was the first person that was on staff for Life magazine.
He pretty much cut across class. So he was able to connect with, you know, with the brothers on the block, to the homeless, and then actually he had the respect and was still able to handle himself.
I love hearing what inspires people. I love learning about how they get to point A, from point A to point B. And when I hear those kind of stories, and I can get that out of a participant in my film, or I feel that like that can help someone else who may be seeing themselves stuck at point A, you know, or as always said, I've seen this kind of person on the street, like this DJ, or a person that looks strange to them or something like that, or whatever it is, or I've seen this kind of art form, or I've seen graffiti or something, but I never really knew what it was about. And if I can bring a little bit more understanding to things that seem strange to people, then I guess I'm doing my job, and that's what I'm trying to do, I guess.
Hey, what's happening, man? Your boy TIP right here, man, the king, speaking, represent Grand Hustle. Now you know you watching Reelblack TV. Hold it down.
Reelblack strives to be #1 at everything that we do. This summer, we're giving you the opportunity to be a part of the Reelblack experience and maybe win a set of compact discs celebrating #1 hits courtesy of Universal Music. Simply visit our website and click the #1s icon on our homepage to join our mailing list between now and September 1st. One lucky winner will be chosen to receive this set of 6 CDs from this just released #1 series from Universal Music Enterprises. Please only enter once. Duplicate entries will be discarded and winners will be announced on or about September 12th.
Hi, I'm Big Sis, and you're watching Reelblack. We're on the red carpet at the screening of the film Pride in Philadelphia.
I know
a degree in mathematics. We don't have enough work for you college boys.
Just give me whatever you got right now. I'm just trying to find a job.
Well, I'll tell you what, the easy part was the script that Kevin and I wrote. That was the easy part. That took about 6 months. And then it took about 4.5 years to get it sold. People said that African-American movies don't sell, they don't make money, we don't want to touch it. And it just took not giving in to the people who say no all the time.
This is my first time on the red carpet. I went to Sundance this year as well for a film I did called Weapons with Nick Cannon and Paul Dano. And they had a red carpet there, but it wasn't as extravagant. I think it was a little bit smaller. I'm having a great time, and it's overwhelming, but it's good.
Play a boy with a speech impediment who ends up having a big break, you know, and learning to have pride in what he does.
Don't some of those rec centers have swimming tournaments and stuff?
The only connection I have is really being here when I was younger when my mom performed. And, you know, even when I told her I was coming out here, she was excited. She was like, I wish I could come because it's so great out there. And it's, you know, you can tell it's a loving spirit out here. And even Terrence says he loves it out here. I know Terrence lives out here.
I know who your mom is. You want to tell about your mom?
All I can say is that she's inspired me. I love her, and I'm more and more now watching her career and learning from it. And her name is Diana Ross.
The exciting thing was, I mean, honestly, waking up every morning knowing that I was contributing to something that was so powerful and so inspiring and heartfelt. That was the honoring thing for me to do. But the training was hard work. There was no fun and glitz and gold in that. It was, 2 practices a day for 2.5 hours, 5 days a week for a month. So that's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Brother Clifton, this brother, this is the man right here. Do y'all know who this is?
You play a villain in this movie, so do you like playing a villain?
Girl, say hi to the bad guy. I love playing the villain. I mean, lately that's been my string of things. I mean, from Diary of a Mad Black Woman to Daddy's Little Girls to here, that's all I'm doing these days. When I played the victim on America's Most Wanted, nobody remembered me. So now the villain thing, people seem to know who I am now. So I'll just say hi to the bad guy.
I want to say hi to some people.
My name is Sunu Ganera. I'm the director of Pride.
What's it feel like? This must be very exciting for you to have a film and this film come to life.
I think it's a dream come true. I mean, it's 15 months ago, my wife and I left South Africa to come over here to make this film. And just to see all these people and to see this film come to life and Jim Ellis's life come to be, I think for me is really special.
Can you tell us about your feelings about this film and Jim Ellis?
This film is very special to us in a number of different ways. It characterizes the life of a city employee who was in the recreation department, who did a wonderful job, but who traditionally don't get very much attention. And every now and then, justice will happen and somebody will pay attention. And Jim deserves everything that he gets here.
Anytime your city and your state are in a movie, that's great. But the best thing about this film is that it tells a great American story.
I want to say hi. Watch the movie. It's very good. It's very good. And Terrence Howard is very sexy. Bernie Mac is too. Got a crazy eye, but he's very sexy.
Hi, I'm Big Sis with Reelblack.
Big Sis?
Yes, I am.
What's up, baby?
You had the best line in the whole movie when you said that you swim.
Jim, where I come from, we swim naked, and I don't want to embarrass me.
I mean, that's my background. We didn't have Speedos.
Oh, my God.
It was when I was swimming in the 70s, it was unsanitated for you to swim in a swimming pool because you had all the different classes afterwards. So it was not sanitated. So you had to swim naked. And it was awkward, but after a while you got used to it.
It was boys and girls?
No, they wouldn't have just do it together. We didn't have co-ed. The girls had theirs, but all the boys, we swam together, and we had to swim naked.
And what message do you want children and kids, the youth, to get from this film?
Well, one thing I want to do, and not just to them, but to Hollywood too, that you have to give something up about yourself. That's myself included. This film was done for a little or nothing because we had to do something of substance. We had to do something of quality. We have to stop belittling, or we're not going to never get any good scripts. We're not going to get any good directors. Suno from South Africa, he worked for nothing, just to prove himself. And that's something that is just put on the back burner because everyone always looking for money, looking for a dollar. Everything is not a dollar. And that's one reason I'm glad to be a part of it, because it's a good film. This film makes sense. It has a story. This story needs to be told. It's not something that's just over the top or something just to be beating each other up all the time, signifying or playing the dozens. I don't want to do that. That's easy. I'm an actor.
We're going to close today's show with a highlight from Soul-Patrol.com's Black Heritage Festival. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
This is a song for my grandmother, Miss Johnny Mae Armfield.
Now, the thing about Johnny Mae Armfields is that 97 years ago, she was born down in Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, this past Good Friday, she transitioned to the other side of glory with the ancestors. In Swahili, they say Ninda. That means to rise. Can you say Ninda? Yes, child. To the pinnacle, Kelele. Leo, right now, Leo. Oh, child. Ninda, Kelele, Leo. That means we can rise to the highest point of every possibility right now. Right now. And I want to hear you sing when the time comes so that those who came before us, who wait for us, hear us, acknowledging we know. He tells us what you always want is not what you need. Heart ain't gonna make it cry, but not bleed. 10,000 lashes from the whip and his tongue will start to think Johnny Mae. It's us who's so wrong. He's telling us we're nothing good for one thing. You goodness. We're beautiful now. We've got the wind in our prayer, fire in our dreams, the truth in our heart. Now it's time to be free. Ninda, kele, le, oh, oh. Ninda, kele, le, oh, oh. I'm saying, Johnny Mae, come away with me on this moonless night. I've got to set myself free. I'll head on down the same liberation road where 10 million souls from around the world have already gone. He's telling us we're nothing good for one thing. If we stay here, we'll die. Forget that was something so